Our final Outstanding Service Award recipient is Chris Chinn, a fifth-generation Missouri farmer from Clarence. Chris was named director of the Missouri Department of Agriculture in January of 2017. She's held leadership positions in agriculture on the local, state, and national level for more than 12 years. As a trailblazer in ag advocacy, Chinn has established her brand throughout social media and public speaking. Her blog and Twitter audiences have attracted more than 10,000 faithful followers who have tuned in to hear her farm story. Through outreach, she stands up for both rural and urban Missouri by bridging the gap between farmers and consumers, and she contributes to the advancements of our number one industry here in Missouri. Prior to being named Director of Agriculture, she served as chair of the American Farm Bureau Young Farmer and Rancher Committee, serving on the American Farm Bureau Board, and of course, as a member of our Board of Directors from 2010 to 2017. In 2013, Chris was chosen as a national spokesperson when she was named one of the four faces of farming by the U.S. Farmers and Ranchers Alliance, an honor that identifies farmers and ranchers who are eager to share their farm story. And I have to tell you, that class of spokesmen was so good. The plan was, I remember this very well, the plan was to appoint a new class after a year, and they were doing such a great job that they just kept them, and I'm glad that they did. She and her husband Kevin have two children. Rochelle and Connor reside on their family farm in Shelby County, where she helps manage their 16,700 sow farrow-to-finish hog operation, as well as their family feed mill. They have a small cow-calf herd and raise corn, soybeans, and alfalfa. Whether it be a Farm Bureau board meeting, working with the governor, or speaking to thousands of people over the past few years, Chris always represents herself and her industry with grace, intelligence, and integrity. In agriculture, we often worry that we fail as communicators, that we don't tell our story as well as we should. And I think that criticism is deserved for most of us, but Chris is the exception to that rule. We thank her for representing us so very well, and we look forward to many more years of her telling people about farming in a way that never fails to connect and to inspire. Congratulations to Chris Chinn, and please welcome our final award winner.
Thank you, Blake, and thank you, everyone, for allowing me to be with you here today. As many of you know, I'm a big believer in a team. I want to be a part of a successful team, and I want to make sure that I have the right people on my team. I wouldn't be standing here in front of you today if it wasn't for the people who have agreed to be on my team. That started long ago when I became a member of the Missouri Farm Bureau. Each of you in the audience have helped encourage me, support me, given me ideas, given me criticism that was important to making sure that I was successful in everything that I did. And I appreciate that. The board of directors, many who have retired since I started and termed out, each of the board members that I served with were very important in making sure that I became the leader who I am today. So I want to thank you, Farm Bureau, for the team that you have been for me to make sure that together we did better for agriculture. When I moved to the Department of Agriculture, I brought a team with me. I brought Garrett Hawkins with me, who has been my right hand and many days my left hand as well, to make sure that we don't let you down at the Department of Agriculture, that we're always keeping your interest and your priorities at the top of our list in every decision that we make. Sammy Jo Freeman is another one who's been on my team and who has put in countless hours of making sure that I am being the best communicator on behalf of agriculture that I can be. Emily Leroy is another one. She's just been a great asset, and I could go on and on naming everyone. Liz Roberts is another one. It's because of the team that supports me that I'm able to do what I do today. Part of my team, who's been with me from day one, is my family. And unfortunately, they're not able to be here because there's work to do on the farm. You know how it is when you plan to come to annual meeting. If there's a cow that's going to get out of the fence and find the hole, they get out. if you've got a load of hogs to drive, to haul, you're going to have something break on the semi. And that's exactly what happened to Kevin Saturday. He had 3 loads of hogs to haul, and on his last load, the semi broke down. So Kevin's at home today doing what I need him to do. What I want him to do is make sure we get that semi fixed and that he can fix it and we don't have to send it to the shop for that big repair bill. We've had a challenging year in 2018, as we've all heard, but we know that there is hope for 2019. And I'm very thankful for the community that we have in agriculture. I'm thankful for the help that you have shown to me in my career through being a board member in Farm Bureau and being a leader for agriculture. So I want to thank each of you here for the support that you've given to me. As you heard earlier, Steve Roberts was the one that twisted Kevin and I's arm to become more involved in Farm Bureau, and I'm very glad that he did, because the future of my kids being able to return home to our family farm depends on each of us standing up to be that voice for agriculture. When I went to the Department of Agriculture, my Farm Bureau family was very important to making sure that we were successful, but also other people in agriculture became very important to our success. Members of the Missouri Corn Growers, the Missouri Soybean Association, the cattlemen's, the pork producers, the list goes on and on. Our team in agriculture truly is the reason that I get to do what I do today, and I never take it for granted. Every day I wake up, I put on my mom hat, and then the next hat I put on is the hat of a farmer. I will always work hard to continue to represent each of you in a way that makes you proud. And I'm very honored to receive this award today. When Blake called me to share the great news, I was shocked and speechless. So thank you guys for being on my team and for always having my back. I promise I'll always have yours too.